Guys, I have fantastic news to share today. I was sent an early screener for Josh Hartnett's new action comedy, Fight or Flight. And let me just tell you, this is going to go down as one of the best, fun, cheesy entertainment movies you are going to see this year. So what makes Fight or Flight so good, and why is it arguably one of my favorite Josh Hartnett performances ever? Well, let's get into the plot. So Josh Hartnett plays this mercenary who has taken a step back from the position to live a quiet life in Bangkok as a full-time alcoholic. That is, until his former boss calls and she's all like, "Hey Josh, it's the FBI or something. Hey, I have a really good idea. How about you board this plane out of Bangkok because there's going to be a person by the name of Ghost that is going to be on it, and they are a threat to society and they're fucking up a bunch of shit and we need you to take them out. Okay, bye." And Josh is all like, "Hell no." Okay, I'm in. So he ends up boarding the flight, they take off, and he is just slowly scoping the place around, trying to figure out this person by the name of Ghost, up until the FBI calls again, and they're just like, "Hey, Josh, it's the FBI again. Hey, just wanted to let you know, I know you're busy trying to track down this person by the name of Ghost that is a deadly assassin that could easily take you out with one swoop, but we were just informed that there's also 100 other people on this plane trying to look for them as well. They're also deadly assassins. They can unalive you really easily. And, so yeah, just beware, bye." And Josh's reaction is just like, "What the fuck?" And from then on out, not only does Josh have to try to find the one they call Ghost, try to track them down and try to subdue them, but now he has to fend off all of these other people on this plane trying to attack him as well as Ghost. And yeah, so that's essentially the plot. Now let's get into what I thought. So Fight or Flight is very similar to the movie Novocaine that came out earlier this year, where it is just very cheesy, very fun, but also very hyper-violent. But in my opinion, I think this movie does it a whole lot better. And one of the reasons why is because it looks like Josh Hartnett is doing every single one of these stunts. I know it's not like physically possible for him to do everything, but the way this movie is edited, it looks like he is doing everything. It is incredibly funny, incredibly cheesy, a lot of entertainment value to be had with this, and it is very hyper-violent as mentioned, especially within the second half. This was actually trending towards being my favorite Josh Hartnett performance ever. But the main issue I had with this film is it flip-flops way too often with the plot. So on one hand, you're getting Josh Hartnett kicking everybody's ass in really hyper-violent ways, and then it flips back to this FBI story or whatever that nobody really cares about because it's just like, you know, filler almost. And then it goes back to the hyper-violent Josh Hartnett kicking everybody's ass, and then it flip-flops again. And then it goes back and forth, and it just does it so often, it just gets exhausting. But apart from that, guys, there is so much fun to be had with this movie. This is easily going to crack my top 10. I'm not even joking. It's also not a very straightforward film either, so there's a lot of twists and turns that you really wouldn't expect, especially at the halfway point that pretty much changes the trajectory of the whole entire film. And there's also a sequence towards, I would say, the third act of this movie where it almost just seems like Josh Hartnett gets roofied, and then he's just like all delirious and everything's just like chaotic, and then he just goes into hyper mode of just unaliving people in the most extreme fucked up ways possible. I would absolutely recommend for you to go check out Fight or Flight, which comes out everywhere May 9th. If you like reviews like these, I upload them pretty much daily, so give me a like, give me a follow, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.